All right, y'all. 15 practical things you can do if phones and Wi-Fi and stores go down.
Take notes.
Yeah, don't play with this one, y'all.
Wi-Fi gone.
Yeah, Wi-Fi is gone. Not Wi-Fi, it's Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Is that indeed true?
Yes, it's Wi-Fi. It's not Wi-Fi. It is Wi-Fi. If your Wi-Fi goes down, if your phones, you cannot use your phones, if you cannot get into stores, if America goes to war, now most professionals say that it's likely that any country can go to war, but it's unlikely that America will see the war like World War II. That if we did go to war, it would be a cyber war, a cyber attack, right? So not bombs, etc. Probably worse for us. Yeah. I think it would be. I think the inability to communicate, data breaches, all of these things would be a lot worse for Americans today. So here are 15 tips that you can carefully consider, and you need to start now so that you can survive. Number one, you need to establish a pre-planned meeting spot. What that means is you need to choose one or two reliable physical locations, home, churches, schools. If communication systems are down, how will your loved ones know where to find you? So you need to get with your friends, your family, husband, wife, whatever, and you all need to establish if something happens and you all are at work, etc. How do we know where to go? If we cannot communicate, where do we go? We need to establish a reliable physical location like home, church, school, etc. Agree in advance to meet there at a set time. So if something happens every 3 days at this particular time, we go to this location. Here's something that's very important. Remember, if something happens, you all, you will not be able to use, pay attention, y'all. You will not be able to use your GPS, your phones, any of that. So you need to here's something, y'all. You need to write down your address and then store them in wallets or backpacks. Don't rely on phone contacts. All right. Don't rely on the phone contacts. You need to have a list, type up a bunch of addresses and phone numbers or where people live, all these types of things. So you can, and put them somewhere on your person so you can know where to go if you need to. All right. Number 2, stockpile for 30 to 90 days of food. Stockpile 30 to 90 days of food. The grocery store shelves can be emptied in 12 to 24 hours after a crisis, y'all. So store food that lasts a long time. Canned beans, tuna, rice, peanut butter, pasta, oats, dried fruit, powdered milk, y'all, powdered milk. Prioritize high calorie, high protein foods to stay fueled, all right? Store what you eat and eat what you store. Rotate regularly, all right? So here's a tip. A family of 4 needs about 250 to 300 meals for 30 days. Start small and build up. Number 3, secure clean water. You can survive 30 days without food, but only 3 days without water. I'll say that again. You can survive 30 days without food, but only 3 days without water. So all of you all that say I'm starving and you just ate 4 hours ago, you're a liar.
That's not me.
Okay. Store 1 gallon per person per day. 1 gallon per person per day. That's 30 gallons for one person for a month. Get water filters or purification tablets. All right. Learn to boil water or collect rainwater safely. There is a way to do that. All right. Number 4, y'all. Charge up, power without electricity. If a blackout happens, y'all, staying connected is about more than social media. It's about survival. So get solar powered chargers, crank fast flashlights or battery packs. Pre-charge every device you can and store extra batteries. Use candles carefully. All right. So we grew up when the lights were cut out, you just turn on some candles, right? Yeah, that can be dangerous. So if you're going to use candles, y'all, also put a what next to it or next to you? A fire extinguisher. See, we already in trouble.
I'm not prepared.
All right, y'all, use cheap solar garden lights indoors at night to light up rooms safely. Number 5, turn a local building into a crisis hub. If you're in leadership like myself or just care about your community, create a safe zone. Schools, churches, or gyms can be hubs for food, first aid, shelter, and information. Share your supplies and skills. People need leadership, not just gear. So here's a tip. Bring people together to survive better. Isolation increases risk. So if you have people at home, you all, that cannot contribute to this, they are you are their caretaker. You need to have a plan for them. Here's something that I want to add to this list, y'all. If you find yourself on the if you're at work or you're at home and you say, I need to travel to a particular place, it's very possible that you will be stuck on the highway for days. So prepare to walk, get a bicycle, some type of transportation to get you. If you're at home, I may need to walk to the store or ride a bicycle to the store, something. I'll tell y'all what I just did after the show. Because y'all already know what's going down with me.
Yeah.
Y'all already know what's going down with me. But I also added something to my list. It's going to be fire.
All right.
All right. So number 6, y'all, have printed resources. I just talked about it. If you have no Wi-Fi, no phone battery, don't rely on memory. Print receipts, first aid steps, maps, and emergency contacts. So if you don't know how to do, if you don't know what to do if there's a cut, if you don't know what to do if there's a snake bite, write all that stuff down or type it out and print it so you can follow step by step versus pretending you remember what you saw in some movies. All right. Keep physical copies of instructions, manuals, and survival guides. I ordered several books, y'all, about basic survival. They're in my library. All right. So I was very serious about that. Print out uplifting quotes, affirmations, or calming meditations if you're into that type of witchcraft.
If you're into that.
Number 7, create a neighborhood watch team. Now, black folk typically ain't gonna do that. Not a neighborhood gossip team, nosy team. It's a watch team.
Yeah, nosy
I'll be
team.
watching.
All right. But get this, if you are a person that you're into the community, you know your neighbors, things like that, create that team. If you can't call 911, your community becomes your protection. Gather neighbors, assign zone, rotate patrol shifts, especially at night. Here's why, y'all. This is very serious. You probably do not want to, you want to take your safety seriously, because when people start figuring out that they don't have food, they will start robbing, and this is going to create you will listen, people will start targeting neighborhoods.
Oh yeah.
So take that part seriously. You need to have some type of protection. I got cameras all over my house. So all I need is a generator to keep all my cameras. So if you try to break in my house, it's going down.
That's good.
But everybody doesn't have that. So you need to create. So let's say power goes out. You need to have somebody, if you have an apartment, you need to know your neighbors so you all can take shifts, standing outside for a couple of hours at night, making sure people are not trying to break in, different things like that. You want to become a community. I think that's very important. Number 8, master fire safety and cooking without power. You need to master it. Brand, I think they out there. You need to master it. If electricity is gone, you need to cook, stay warm, and boil water. Stock charcoal, propane, firewood, and fire starters. Learn how to use a grill, wood stove, fire pit safety. I got a fire pit, I got a grill. Y'all know we're gonna be straight. All right. Avoid using grills indoors. It causes carbon monoxide poisoning. All right. So please stay away from that. Please, Chris.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah, like, bring the grill in here.
Yeah. Cold out there.
Here's a tip. Make a list of what your neighbor can offer or teach, y'all. I'm sorry. This is what I wanted to tell you on this number 9. If money loses value or banks shut down, skills become currency.
That's good.
All right. So you can have a safe with money in it, right? But if something happens and there's no money is no longer valuable, then a skill set becomes valuable. So what that means is if you have people in your house, you have to be able to say, okay, what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? If the neighborhood has to build a community, like, let me tell you who's going to be fire. Mr. Powell.
Mr. Powell.
Yes.
Please.
Mr. Powell going to be straight.
They gonna be
Pastor
straight.
Sam gonna be good. They gonna be good.
straight.
So y'all, if all your life is on the phone and you can't
Come
cook,
on.
clean, this generation can't cook without TikTok.
on.
Well, get this, y'all. TikTok ain't gonna be there.
It's not gonna be there.
So you need to be able to contribute something. So learn or teach cooking, sewing, wound care, carpentry, farming, bike repair. That's going to be a new vehicle, y'all. So if you know how to change, like I used to, I know.
That chain.
Yeah, you got to know how to put the chains on.
could do
People
that.
can come to your house for bike repair.
I'm about to. I got you.
You got that?
I got y'all for that. That's me. I used to do that as a kid.
You got a tire pump, air pump.
I get one.
You got to get all that because you may be the person that people say, "Hey, can you fix mine?"
No, I'm gonna be the person. I got you.
All right, cool. All right, no
I'm
problem.
fixing bikes.
Tires.
All right,
Can
y'all.
of beans.
So, barter food, clothes, services, or tools. Community survival is built on contribution, not consumption. All you users won't survive. Number 10, y'all, prioritize cleanliness and hygiene. If you are nasty now, you're going to kill somebody in the future. So you got to stock up on hand sanitizer, baby wipes, soaps, pads, toothpaste, toilet paper. Keep trash bags, bleach, and gloves for cleaning. Designate an outdoor toilet setup if water shuts off. So bucket, bag, bleach. You can't think about it, y'all. If the water stops, you can't use the bathroom in the toilet. Where you gonna go? You got to learn how to go outside and do that. It has to be clean, or people will get sick.
Yeah.
Use vinegar, baking soda, or boiling water as safe DIY cleaners. Number 11, y'all, train basic first aid and emergency medical skills. Learn CPR, how to stop bleeding, treat burns, and sanitize wounds. Stock your antiseptic, gloves, ibuprofen. I thought you couldn't use ibuprofen. I thought they said don't use that.
Never heard that.
I'm gonna look into that.
In like what regard not using it?
It was something that if you use ibuprofen, it causes something. I'm gonna stick to Tylenol, allergy medicine, and bandages, gauze, all that stuff. Use YouTube now to learn basic first aid skills. It could save your life later. Here's my favorite one: train in self-defense and awareness. You don't have to be paranoid, but you must be aware. Learn how to observe your environment, avoid danger, and move wisely. Take a local self-defense class or learn online. Keep tools for protection: pepper spray, bats, locks, alarms. Travel in groups, especially at night. Stay visible and alert, y'all. Last but not least, assign roles in your household or group. Who's going to be the food manager? Who's going to be the safety watcher? Who's going to do sanitation? Who's going to be the first aid person? Who's going to take care of the elderly or children? Roles give people a sense of purpose and they help prevent panic. Who's going to be the cook for y'all? Chris, what you going to do?
I'm fixing bikes.
She gonna do first aid too.
First aid. I'm a clean.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have to wait. I'm finding something to do.
Brand, what you going to do? Because you know you got $1 million hands. And you can't build websites.
Jeez.
I could do security. We got to secure the perimeter.
Okay.
I highly recommend before this happens that you reinvent yourself, woman of God.
I mean,
I could do security.
reinvent.
Out the box.
Y'all, I built radios, satellite. Y'all,
Oh, okay. That's
Take
we
us
need
in.
that.
You're going to build radios.
Sir. What's happening right now? Y'all, I'm tech. What you mean? We gonna need to be able to
Have
speak
you
to the
built
people.
a radio before?
You said go on YouTube and figure out skills.
Yeah.
I gotta train up Shiloh to do something.
Yeah.
He could be the guard dog.
I'm screaming. Oh, I can take care of the elderly.
Here's the last thing, y'all.
I can
For
do
your
that.
yes,
thank
that
you.
makes
That'd be
more
good.
sense.
I can do that.
All right. Here's the last one I think is very important, y'all. Build hope packs for others. All right, so hear me. Ziploc bags with snacks, soap, bandages, flashlights. These things need to be in your home, but you need to have a go bag in your home and your car as well. If you get stuck at work, stuck on the highway, you have to walk. You need to go in your trunk and be able to put something on your back that has everything in it: underwear, toothbrush, everything that you need to survive. All right. Welcome to Bandwidth.